Hi, this is Kevin Trainer, and I'm making this video for my senior capstone class, INFOST 490, and I'm doing it in the spring of 2017. And what you see here on the screen is a team page. So starting last fall, I began asking each team in the capstone class to create a page to capture the basic facts about their team and their work. And typically, I'm going to be using this page or some kind of a derivative of it in order to show future capstone classes what classes in the past have done. So here's your opportunity to show off your work. And what I did do was to generate the shell of a page for each team. And so if we look at the team's index page, here's the index for spring of 2017. And of course, we have this demonstration team. That's the one that I've created the page for. And I made up some students, and I made up some emails, and I made up some web pages that would have information about them. Since they're not real students, they don't really have a student page on our little site. I would imagine that for your team, if one of your team wanted to use their student page, right, and somewhere I have a student sample page, right? If they wanted to use their student page, well, they could do that, okay? Or if they wanted to use some other page, they could use that. So that's how I'm going to expect you to fill out this, team information. In terms of the client, my client is my classic fictitious client that I've been using for a lot of my classes for years and years. It's called Example because it's an example company. And it does have a website, but unfortunately it's not fully populated, but you can click through on it. So hopefully whichever organization you do your real project for, you'll be able to do a similar thing. Okay. And then down here, I've got the details of the project. So I'm pretending here. I've not actually created a model fabrication scheduling system, but this is a thing that I might create for example. If I did, it'd be a web-based application. And if I was using tools that we teach at SOAS, it would probably be based on the LAMP stack. I probably couldn't publish the URL, not the live one, for people to go try it because it's an application for the benefit of a particular client, so it's not going to be open to the public. So I could just say that the project URL is confidential, or perhaps I could give a link here to my development system, which is more of a demo, and perhaps that's something that I'm going to leave open to the public. I don't know. In this case, I just said confidential. And down here, system demo video link, I see this as the system demo video that you're going to hand in at the end of the semester as a way for us to be able to grade your project. And so when I'm done, I'm going to do the upload on this, and then I'm going to put the link in this page. So when you go to this page on our little shared content website, you're going to actually have the link to the YouTube that I'm recording right here, right now. Okay, so what am I expecting to be in that video? Well, let's just look at that. Okay, here's a weekly schedule for week 16. Again, this is in the spring of 2017, and one of the deliverables is called System Demo Video, and that's what this is going to be. So I've got instructions. So if we click through on the instructions, we can see that each group is expected to create and submit a video presentation. Since the system itself is being delivered to the client, the video demo will be the sole basis by which the instructor will grade the delivered system. Number and length of video files, one file up to 30 minutes in length. And for some people, that'll mean that they'll be able to record a couple of files and find a way to edit them together. I've got the tools to do that, but I've really avoided learning how to do that now for about 4 years. So I do a minimum of editing to my videos. But teams in the past have had several people create individual videos, and then they edit them together. They certainly were more talented at the video editing than I am. Submission method, well, I want you to put it up on a streaming service like YouTube. This one, if you click through on it and you're watching it, I've put up on YouTube where I put all my videos. In terms of tools, the tool that I'm using for this is a tool called Camtasia by Techsmith, and it's a tool that you have to pay for, unfortunately, and it's at least a couple $100. So I'm not going to send you in that direction, although you can still download a 30-day trial of Camtasia, and for a lot of teams in the fall, that's all they did, right? So they used Camtasia because it was a little more full-featured than the other one that I recommended, and they just downloaded a trial. And of course, they made the video at the very end of the semester, so they only needed the 30 days. The official tool in SOAS to create videos is made by the same company as Camtasia. It's called Techsmith, and it's a product called Techsmith Relay, and it's kind of like a Camtasia Lite. I mean, you don't have all the capabilities, but you have quite a few of them, and everybody in SOAS has access to it. And the way you get to it, I have a link here for the SOAS IT resources page. So you can go to that, and there's a section on Techsmith Relay. So there's a login link here, and there's a how-to tutorials. And I've not used Techsmith Relay myself, but I know that, for instance, in the fall, several teams used it, and they didn't really seem to have any problem at all. So I'm expecting that's going to go well in the spring too. Okay. So when you're done, you're going to have a video. You're going to upload it onto a streaming service like YouTube. It could be YouTube. You're going to get a URL for that, and that's what you're going to submit to the Dropbox. You're going to submit just a page that has the URL for the video, and probably your team name, something like that. Just a one-pager, so that we know that it's ready to go grade. And I have sort of an outline here for you to follow. If you follow this, it'll be easy to give you all the points for your grading. But, we want to know about the functionality of your solution. its technical design, any testing that you've done, any documentation that you've done, any training that you've created, and how it's all implemented. We do want to see the code. We do want to take a peek at the documentation. We do want to see a little bit of the training video. We want to see all that kinds of stuff. And we want to see at least 2 of the members of your team, not just one. Okay? What a lot of teams do is that they just give a role to each person. Okay? And they all participate in the video. But we don't want just one spokesperson for your team. And the due date, well, it says here in the weekly schedule, find the due date in the weekly schedule. And here the due date for the spring of 2017 is Sunday, May 14th at 11:55 p.m. Of course, in subsequent semesters, I'll probably use the video. So you're probably going to want to go to your weekly schedule and see what the due date and time is in your particular course for your particular semester. All right, that's it. So again, this was really to show you what would be on your team page, but as long as it had a link to the demo video, I figured I could use it for that too. And before I finish up my work on this team page for my demonstration team, I'm going to have done the upload of the video that you're watching to YouTube and gotten the URL and plunked it into the page as a link right here where it says YouTube link goes here. Okay, well, good luck. I think I'm also going to add a photo to mine. I'm going to have it, my photo is probably going to go up top, and we had some people from the SOAS publicity team, I guess, come and take some pictures of our teams, at least in this spring 2017 semester, and I'm going to give teams access to their photos. So hopefully you could include a copy of your team photo on your page as well. All right, that's it. Have fun. I've certainly had fun with this one. Bye now.